Oh, guys, this is one of the hardest things I've ever done. I am going down to Branford, Connecticut to Freedom Road, Harley-Davidson. When I took the job at Freedom Road Harley-Davidson in August of 2023, that move was a continuation of my dream job. Basically, I was being paid to inspire others to ride and have fun. My husband and I both agreed that selling our home of 10 years with a mortgage rate of less than 2%, would be financially not beneficial. So we both decided that it would be better for me to just move down there by myself and he would stay here in northern New York. And now I'm back without a job at all. So what the hell happened? What's the reason behind me giving all that up? Welcome back, returning subscribers. Welcome, new subscribers. For those that are new here, my name is Dawn, aka Irish Bob's sister. And for the last 15 years, I've worked at 4 different Harley-Davidson dealerships. Prior to working at Harley-Davidson dealerships, my first life was in the medical field. I love helping people, and wanting people to feel better was the main reason I chose that career. I took courses for medical assisting, went to work at both chiropractic and medical clinics, and even continued on that path when my husband and I were stationed in Germany. I worked at the U.S. Army Medical Clinic in Butzbach. Then we moved to northern New York, and because of my medical background, I actually ended up getting a job in the insurance industry. Did you know that's one of the most stressful jobs in America? I didn't at the time. And soon enough, I found out that even though the pay was good, that wasn't everything. So when I got my first job at Iron Block Harley-Davidson, the work environment was so much better. I was hooked. There was no drama. People were down to earth. I got fully immersed in the motorcycle culture. It's way more fun than anything I'd done previously. I went from cashier to associate to motor clothes manager to marketing and hog chapter manager. I lived the Harley lifestyle. So much so that my husband would often say that he was a Harley widower. No, you aren't, I'd say. I mean, we go on and do stuff all the time. We go on motorcycle adventures, we have fun, we go to parties. It was great. And after all, he said he would support me in my career and wanted me to be successful. So if that's the case, how could he be upset that he's lost me because of my job? I think that The Devil Wears Prada, which is one of my favorite movies, is close to my story at this point in my life. A smart and sensible woman lands a job with a high fashion magazine. Along the way, she learns to excel, she becomes better at her job, and seems to really enjoy it. Spoiler alert, at the end of the movie, Andy, who's played by Anne Hathaway, ends up walking away from it all. Why? I never understood that. I never got that part of the movie until now. My job at Freedom Road was going great. I was working with great people, making new friends. I was helping a lot. I had learned a lot. I even got a raise. I had the love and support from my husband. We were talking almost every night. I had a nice apartment that had a great landlord, and it was within walking distance to the shop. Plus, I was in a big city again, and there's lots of stuff to see and do. Then, the first week in December, it all came crashing down. After watching a Christmas movie, I felt as if a huge hole opened underneath and swallowed me up. After months, make that years, of living what society had told me is successful and pushing down the emotions and feelings that said that that I wasn't living my most authentic life, it all came to a head. What was I really working for? What was the cost of me doing what I was doing at that particular time? And at that moment, I started crying and I couldn't stop. And I couldn't see a way out. So I called 988. If you don't know, 988 is similar to 911. It's a national network of local crisis centers here in the U.S. that provide free and confidential emotional support 24/7, 365. By talking one-on-one with one of their caring counselors, I came to the conclusion that even if I had it all, if I had the job, the money, everything right then and there, it still wasn't enough. It wasn't me. It wasn't my success story. And I realized it was time for me to live my authentic life. So, called my husband, said, I want to move back home. He came and got me. Fast forward 8 weeks, and I feel so much better. So much better. Even though I'm out of work at the moment, I am not anxious about the future because I am visualizing what success for me looks like. This video is the short version of that experience, my most recent experience. And if you want the long version, then please visit my website, irishbobsister.com, and click on my blog. You'll see it there. And please, if you are experiencing any sort of mental health crisis, I highly encourage you to contact 988. You can call, text, or even go to their website online and chat there. And that website is 988lifeline.org. Studies show that it is way easier to talk to a stranger, someone you don't know, than it is to a family member or a friend. And that's because they don't know your personal history. And because they don't know that, then they are less likely to judge you, or that you feel like you're being judged by them, or they throw out those wonderful offhanded comments like, well, I told you so, or yeah, I saw that coming. No. So when you contact 988, you are connected with a caring professional that can actively be there with you in that moment. And that's what really helped me. They also have the resources to help you get through the crisis if you need to get in touch with a therapy group or a personal therapist, more one-on-one, whatever you need. They have the resources and the knowledge and the professionalism to help. As for me, I am currently looking for work, and I've had people ask me, are you going to give everything up? Your Harley? Absolutely not. I'm just thinking that maybe after 15 years of working at Harley-Davidson dealerships, it might be time for a change. Not so much so that I did watch the model year 2024 reveal that Harley-Davidson put out the other day. So I have some comments on that. Might do a video in the future. Long story short, stay tuned. And until the next time, guys, please stay safe. Remember to be kind. You probably don't know all of what that other person is going through. Ride when you can and have fun.